Hello, welcome. Marlin here. To close up the Halloween season, I've made a little 3D kind of cookie scene. We have a black cat with a vomiting jack-o'-lantern, and now on to the step-by-step tutorial. I need some black background here, and so I'm just adding some gray icing because I'm going to airbrush my guidelines, and I'm using gray just so that then when I do black, I'll actually be able to see something. I can just do a light misting on the outline, and I'm just smearing on my icing here. There we go. Once this is dry, I'll be able to proceed. Always wait before printing your templates. Measure your baked cookies for size. Here you can see that it expanded, at least 1/2 centimeter. So that will for sure impact your final kind of fit. And here is the template. I've got my icing dry here, and I'm laying this on, and I'm going to airbrush it so that I can transfer my lines easily. I've added some mesh here to the stencil genie to hold it in place. My base is gray. I'm working in black just to get kind of like a fade. I'm just going to hit the edges. Let's see, and there we have the guidelines, very easy to follow. We're starting with the stem on our pumpkin cookie here, our jack-o'-lantern I should say. And I'm just with brown icing outlining it and filling. And then I'm just using a brush to kind of smooth down the end here so that it isn't such a sharp edge. And there we go. And now for my side sections here, I'm just going to follow the edge of the mouth down here, create this pumpkin section here right to the top over the stem, and then outline the edge, and we're going to fill all this up. Once you've got it smoothed out, you can move on to the next one. And now for the other side, again, once outlined, you can flood. And then we're going to let it dry so that we can fill in that middle section and create that kind of authentic pumpkin jack-o'-lantern look with the sections. Ready for the center part of the jack-o'-lantern here, and we'll just create right here. I'm going to leave out for right now the little dots in the eyes. We'll do that after. Let's fill this all in. We'll shake out the ripples. And now I'm just going to dot the little eye here and here. And that's done. Working on the back cookie for the cat. There is a candy cane. This is a flip-flop. Bake those together, and now I'm just outlining and flooding this in a really dark gray, almost black but not quite. I don't think it's necessary to take it to jet black. You're still getting the effect. I'll just outline and flood this whole thing and set it aside to dry. And there, we're going to give it a shake and we'll be good. So I'm just going to lay the stencil on. Here, let me rip this part off. I don't need it anymore. There, I'll be able to work a bit better. There, hold that in place with the mesh, and then just lightly dusting that so that I have my lines for the eyes. Now for the eyes here, I'm working in electric green. I have these easy to follow guidelines and outline like that, and then just a circle which you're going to leave empty there. Just like that. And then we're going to drop a little bit of black icing right there in the middle, creating our eye. Let's smooth this out. Okay, and now I'm grabbing, while the icing is wet, I'm grabbing some white and I'm doing a big dot and a little one, a big dot and a little one. Reflection in my eyes there. And we're going to let this dry before moving on. Ready to flood the cat. Now that the eyes have had time to dry, I'm just outlining this area here and then the whole head. Try to get a good point on the ears. And now around the eyes. Connect to that green icing. And we're going to flood this all up. Leaving a heart open here for some white. There. Okay. So let's smooth all this out. We're good. Grabbing the pink icing for the ears, and I'm just doing a dot right here and right here. Now take the dot and pull it towards the top point like that, staying in the pink, and then go in the black and pull 2 times into that pink area to create like some hairs going in front there. Let's smooth this out a little further. There's some green icing. Okay, and now I'm going to fill in here the little chest area in white, and I'm just going to kind of like gently blend the icing here around on the chest area to create like the fur is going into the white. And now I'm just going to shake all this out. My white is on the thick side, but it should level and get like a little bit of a heart on the chest. Not really, but that was the intention. We're going to finalize the face on our little cat here, and I've got some thickish icing, and I'm adding 2 dots on either side here to create like a little muzzle type area, and just smooth them out. And then I've got a small pink heart sprinkle that I'm positioning as the nose here, you see, and then a pink confetti sprinkle that I'm tucking in from the bottom as the little tongue. And then I'm just touching the icing barely to make it sticky, and I've got some little tiny black nonpareil sprinkles which I'm placing again on the cheeks here area to create the little whiskers. I don't want to come in with a piping bag and make some big ugly dots. This is pretty small detail. And there we have the little cute cat nose. Here's the cat's body, and I'm just adding a bit of the sticky thick icing, the same as I used to make the muzzle actually. And I'm just going to secure that onto the body, press that in, and that's it. We're going to let this dry. And then I'm just adding some legs here, curved from the head, just basically lines coming down. There. I'll flip it over so you can see, you see? Just to give the look of the feet, like that. Time for the assembly. Here I have one of my sticks to roll my cookie dough just to elevate the jack-o'-lantern. And so all I'm doing here, basically, this is a stick, a cookie stick, and I'm going to be sticking the jack-o'-lantern on my cookie stick. So I need to add a bit of icing underneath the jack-o'-lantern, and then I'm going to push the two things together. So I'm being quite generous, adding my icing there at the bottom. It's kind of thick, as you can see, and I'm resting my jack-o'-lantern on the plastic just to elevate it a bit, and then I'm pressing everything onto this cookie stick like that. And then I'm just using my paintbrush here to kind of flatten the icing, which won't be visible at the mouth here. There. I've got a little cookie cutter as support for the back, and I'm adding a bit of icing right here, since that's going to secure the cat to the jack-o'-lantern. And then I'm adding a bit to the bottom, the same generous amount as before. And then we're just going to lay that a bit in front of the jack-o'-lantern so that it glues to that, and then into, press it down into the base. And so they'll kind of be helping each other to stand up. Finalizing the details here, you can see I've added some grass and a few leaves to the cat. So I'm just going to show you, I have some, it's the icing basically that I used to secure to the base, and I colored it green. And now I'm just pulling some dots upwards, resting on top of the cat to hide that white cement. And while it's wet, I'm coming in with some leaf sprinkles that I got half off after Thanksgiving. It's already over for us here in Canada. There. And just finalizes the decoration here. So you just add a few leaves and an acorn if you want, like so. So flatten that out. I let my little scene dry overnight, and as you can see, it's standing up nicely. We have a total of 4 cookies, the base, and then the 3 decorated cookies. You could have the cat only 1 cookie. It's just because of the cutters that I had that I made it this way. I hope you enjoyed the cookie project, and I really hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Stay safe. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads, and I'll see you next time.